It's that time. Business editor Richard Southern joining us tonight. He looks like he's keeping nice and warm inside. Richard?
You and I have the choice assignments today, Mark. Snug inside. We lucked out.
Very true. Very true. These lights are keeping me warm. Well, the temperatures are plunging outside right now, and they're not the only things plunging at this point when we talk about home sales.
Yeah, I mean, there's no sign, Mark, of the GTA housing market finding its footing. Of course, the market has been very soft as the Bank of Canada hikes interest rates month after month. We just saw another rate hike a few months ago. January housing numbers in today, Mark, and it shows that home prices were down another 14% year on year in January. Home sales down 44%. The average selling price in Toronto proper, though, still above $1 million at $1,066,000 to be exact. New listings were down almost 4%. You know, with the bank hiking interest rates as much as they have, a lot of potential sellers are continuing to keep their homes off the market, while buyers have sat waiting for prices to hit a bottom. So that's kind of where we are, the market at a standstill. Mark, the Bank of Canada did signal it may be done with its rate hikes for a while, but it's going to take more than a few months, I think, for the housing market to find its footing again.
And owners certainly looking at those variable mortgage rates at the same time.
And you know, too, with all your great reporting at City Hall, you got to fill out your vacant home tax form online, and you could face a penalty, so keep that in mind.
They have extended it by a month, but get it done. Netflix vowing to crack down on password sharing. We've certainly heard that at this point, but how is the company doing it, Richard?
Yeah, we think we know. They posted a document Netflix did online, Mark. They quickly pulled it down, but it sort of showed their hand on this one. You know, they used to encourage password sharing at Netflix. No longer. They're cracking down on it. And how they're going to do it, it seems, is they're going to require users to log on using their home Wi-Fi network. And if you don't log on using your home Wi-Fi to Netflix every 31 days at least, your account will be deactivated. That's kind of how they're going to prevent you from sharing your password with your friends or your family members that you don't live with. This is not required for Canada and the U.S. just yet, but experts think it's coming. Over 100 million households around the world share Netflix passwords. Companies looking to make some money, extra money, by cracking down on that, Mark. I don't know, it's a whole convenience thing with Netflix. You can go on the road, you can go to the cottage and watch it. I don't know if this is going to be a big sell for them or not.
Good point. If you're logging in on your home Wi-Fi, is that possible when you're in other locations? That's been one of the questions for sure. Yep. Star Wars Fantasy World. We've talked about this in the past. $5,000 to actually stay there, but things are changing a little bit.
2-night stay, $5,000 US down in Orlando at the Star Wars Hotel, Mark. Oh, surprise, surprise, it hasn't done very well. I mean, there's not a lot of people that can justify that price tag. And so here's Disney today slashing prices for this hotel, which they call the Star Wars Galactic Cruiser. It's kind of an immersive experience. They have costume characters, lightsaber battles, the story unfolds around you. But $5,000 US for a 2-night stay, $6,000 for a family, $20,000 if you want a suite. And it hasn't seen the type of bookings Disney was hoping for. People have panned it online. One user calling it a, quote, windowless bunker. And so they're cutting about $700 US off the 2-night stay. Still not the cheapest experience, but maybe they'll sell a few more rooms there, Mark.
No matter how big a fan you may be, I'm not sure that that's worth it at this point, for sure.
You could go to Mexico for 2 weeks or go to the Star Wars Hotel for a night. You have to be a big aficionado, I think, to do that, Mark.
And on that note, Mexico sounds like a good idea in this weather.